nice.
No,
There's
if you
totally
could
a
actually
niche.
just zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you eat more slowly, please? Just kidding.
People
Yes.
eat on streams all the time. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Just hide any like logos or branding.
Bet I'm out of toast. I can't eat on stream anymore.
Or like this. This is brought to you by beer. Just kidding.
Alcohol.
Oh yeah. That'll get shut down real quick. Okay, so last time we kind of haven't played the last 2 weeks. We did a little bit of like housekeeping, I guess, within the within Bryn Shander. You guys acquired some equipment. Had a couple of social encounters, I will say. Dealt with a crowd that was trying to burn a person alive, a human sacrifice that they made to Oral, the supposed goddess of the region. That was handled quite impressively. You guys were given a couple more quests, and ultimately you decided that you were going to head where? North, right?
North. Sounds right.
Okay, good.
Well, yeah. So we're not going towards the water beast. Are we going towards the ruffians?
I think we said we were going to go towards the ruffians.
Okay, so Kara Koenig. Okay.
Yes. So you ultimately decided that you were going to go east of Bryn Shander, take that trail, and then head north into. You're going to pass a couple of the other towns, but ultimately go to Kerkonig to deal with some ruffians over there.
Were we gonna deal with the goblins who attacked the dwarf miners?
Dwarves.
Well,
Yes.
didn't we think we would run into them along the way, based on how we looked at the map?
I think they were a little bit farther past where we were going, and
Yeah.
Correct.
That's right. Maybe we're going to go through the town to the goblins
Right.
and then hit it on the way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jimothy,
Exactly.
do you
So,
do you remember what you negotiated? Are we taking half of what's there, or
Oh,
that's the only?
25% of the total value of the cart, and they
Right.
anticipated the cart to be worth 500 gold.
correct.
Which, by my math, that's like 250 gold for us.
Wait.
that's a lot of money.
That's
Jimothy
pretty good
is not
math
good at
there. Jimothy's quite the businessman.
We
Okay.
also got paid up front. 10 gold each.
Right, yeah, you were given a couple, do you guys remember how much you were given initially?
Yeah, 10 gold each up front.
Yep.
Suckers.
Yeah, you guys are really milking these people for their money. Yeah,
You shouldn't have gotten robbed.
Wealthy.
Shouldn't have gotten robbed.
Hey,
Now we know they're easy marks.
Oh my gosh.
The robbers didn't do a good job, did they?
talent is expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. Yeah, that's one of the things that that's kind of interesting about this area is that as you're kind of interacting with more and more people, you see like extreme poverty, like you see like some really rough shacks, and then you don't really see that kind of like uber wealth, but you can kind of tell who's pretty wealthy by the kind of like the houses they live in. They don't live in like just horribleness. So you anticipate there must be some pretty wealthy people up here, just trying to hide away from everybody else in civilization. So it's not a terrible idea that Jimothy's trying to come up here and try to see who's wealthy and who's not. But anyhow, okay, so you guys are about to head east. So do you guys recall how long it was going to take, roughly? A little bit over...
That was a
20
few
minutes.
days.
You say 20 minutes? No, not 20 minutes. A little longer than that. It's going to take about a little bit more than a day's travel, depending on how well you roll. And so what I'm going to have you do in order to kind of speed this along, I will have 3 separate people for day 1 roll survival checks.
Yeah.
And and then depending on that, so depending on the so before you start rolling, depending on how the first person rolls and so on and so forth, it's going to dictate the DC for the next person. So it'll kind of propagate out.
Can you let us know, like, if one of us rolls poorly, does that mean you have sympathy and so the future DCs are lower, or
I
are you
appreciate how
merciless?
Greg asked that, knowing full well that myself or Daniel's going to roll a 1 starting on the first
Wait,
roll.
so why would you be one of the 3?
Because I still have complete confidence in myself.
Maybe we should roll like a D6 to determine out of the 5 of us who should be the 3. I don't know.
Which
You said
one
we're gonna
of
make
us?
survival checks.
And
Right, survival checks. You could argue something else.
Why don't we the survivalists lead? Right.
I'm strong and good looking. Outside of that, your guess is as good as mine.
Okay, I mean, you could have one person roll those 3 checks if you'd like. But I figured it'd be fun to kind of split the fun around. But I'll let you guys decide how you want to do that. There will be 3 checks, 3 successive checks, and ultimately, the rolls will propagate depending on how well you roll for the first one. Will influence the other rolls.
You know,
Okay,
both A's
this will
is
be
pretty
like
proficient in survival.
this will be like Survivor style. Just get a piece of paper, put the name that you want to have, and Salsa
Right,
will let us
and
know
then-
who.
Yeah, I'll do like separate like little rooms,
Yes.
and then I'll let you guys have
Breakout
like 60
rooms.
seconds. Yeah, breakout rooms. Give you like 60 seconds to like badmouth the other players.
Can I get 2 minutes?
Okay, so what are you guys deciding on?
All right, so one, if anyone is good at survival, maybe they could be 1 or 2 of the 3, but I don't think any of us are really good at survival.
I'm okay.
I have a +2 on survival, so I mean, not like great, but I'm not terrible.
Right, and
Ideally,
you guys are level 2, so like I'm taking this into account. Like it's
Yeah.
not. I'm not expecting.
All right, Stephanie, Zoran, you go first.
Okay, there you go.
Boom.
okay.
Thank you, Matt, taking the initiative.
Let's do it.
Can we unpause the game, sir?
Oh yeah, sorry. Go for it. Okay. 16, pretty decent. Okay.
Okay, so you said we could argue for something else?
I'll go next.
Well,
I'll
what's
go-
your
I'll go
argument,
next.
Osmanthus?
Okay, so, typically with travel, survival is the item that comes to mind, but, with Oz's keen knowledge of nature and his perception, he's hoping that he can, as well as his proficiency in history, he's hoping that he can remember some sort of feature of the North that might, point to like a direction, like moss growing on the south side of trees, that kind of thing. Although, maybe we've got snow moss up here that grows on the west side of trees
Okay.
because that's the ocean side ish.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'll take that into account. So okay. So I'll let you roll nature for the second one then.
Okay.
Okay.
It's going to be hilarious if I roll like a 1.
Yes, it will be.
Super funny. Oh, see, that's close. I
It's
see the
kind of
1.
like a
Wow, I
It's
really
kind
thought it
of
was
like a
based on your terrible font on those dice.
What?
A little rough there. Okay. So the first couple hours. So it's not too bad. Can you guys see the journal entry with the kind of overall map of 10 towns now?
I see Bryn Shander right now. Where's the journal entries?
So it's like in the top right tab. It should be like the 5th one over, or sorry, 6th one over.
Oh, journal. Got it.
It's in between the 2 cubes.
Round time.
So you could also drag that onto the map of Bryn Shander, and we should be able to open it up from that icon that appears. At least I think you should be able to do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Okay.
Northeast.
Show the players, I guess. Show the players. There you go. You're playing.
That works too.
Yeah. Thanks.
I had it open. You just gave me a double window.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay. But anyhow, yeah. So you guys are in Branchander. So the first kind of roll from Zoran. So she's just pretty confident in taking the path, and while it does start to snow and the winds kind of pick up, she doesn't have any issues sticking onto the path. And then, so
Of
the
course I
critical
don't.
thing.
I know where we're going. Just like when Jimothy and I were trying to get here. We know exactly where we're going.
Exactly. Yeah. You were super confident, and this time it proved to be also accurate. So, the next check so with Osmanthus kind of like also taking point, kind of noticing things along, notices that there's a couple of like the way the wind is blowing to the northeast is kind of making these like little like hill mounds or little snow mounds, and then kind of like it's actually kind of like protecting some of the aspects of the road, and so you're able to also navigate and kind of figure out where you find the where the road splits into either going to the south, continuing east, or heading ultimately north where you wanted to go. Okay, so who's going to be the last person to roll?
I'll go.
Okay.
Natural 20. Here we go.
Okay,
Split the difference.
there you go.
Yep.
So, yeah, so Buffetes from there is just kind of like, oh, wait, no, I know where I'm also going. Like, just like, yeah, follow me. And so he kind of takes the initiative and starts, maintains that kind of like the trail. You guys kind of maintain on that trail as you start heading north. Okay. So yeah, you guys, I'll have you roll a Constitution saving throw, all of you, because you guys are kind of been out in the cold for a little bit. It's picking up, the winds. The snow isn't getting too intense, but it is snowing.
And his name is John C.
Really?
Wait a minute, I thought those were just for Matt.
I thought they were too.
I didn't put that on there. I don't know what that was. I was
damn.
just in surprise.
That was natural 20.
Damn. I feel Matt was cheated. He was deprived of his
I'm
control.
sorry, but I don't. Did you put that on all of them?
I didn't think so. I thought I only put it on his.
Woo.
But anyhow.
That's gonna get old real quick if it's on all of ours. Just
I
saying.
was like, what the hell is that? I haven't done anything to my dice.
What do I got
Okay.
in the background?
All right, I'll have to see those settings.
You know, I think that really threw off my saving throw roll. So,
Yeah, it scared my dice.
yeah. Yeah.
Could you guys actually see that roll,
Yeah.
John Cena?
No.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, okay.
that was a terrible.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at you doing it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Okay, so yeah, so you're able to maintain on the road. The only person actually who incurs a point of exhaustion, just kind of like the winter clothing may just not be as efficient as it was, is Osmanthus.
No, it's just heavy.
It's just heavy. It's just really tiring out. So you will incur a point of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, the points of exhaustion, we're kind of using the newish system, or at least we're testing it out. And so it is just a pool. You don't take any mechanical disadvantages or anything like that. Although if you incur
-1.
yeah, nothing too terrible, but yeah. You incur. Is it -1 just for all ability checks or everything?
I think everything. I'll double check.
Yeah. So yeah, you have a -1. For at least, I mean, at the very least, ability checks. We'll see about combat and everything. So yeah, you don't want to accrue too many of those.
If you
But
get 10, you die. I do remember
okay.
that.
Yeah, I do remember that. All right, so as you're going north, I want one of you to give me a perception check. So
I'll do a perception check.
there you go, Silo.
That means
15.
Jimiky's next on something.
Okay, 15. So with a 15, you so you guys you're heading north and you spot something in the distance. So you're kind of like in between these kind of like snow mounds. But just like after a couple it's probably been like, I would say 6-7 hours of traveling. You guys have been out here for quite a while. You spot kind of like in between two peaks of these mounds that are kind of like covering the trail. You saw it between. You see a cart in the distance being pulled by something. It's kind of far, but you see a cart that's being pulled by some creature.
There's a cart up the way being pulled by some creature. Can't really tell from this distance.
Does
Yeah,
it
so
does it seem
yeah,
like
you
it's
see-
just normal on the road thing? Like
no, it's so now that you're kind of like looking at it, or like you're pointing it out, a Silo. Yeah, it's like not on the road at all. So with the 15, I can't tell you much more, but you do spot the cart that's it's slowly moving relative to where you're at. You can like, they're like, is that really moving, or is this kind of a cart that's moving? And you can't quite see what's pulling the cart. You just know that it's moving.
Okay. I suppose we should go check it out. If it's something slowly moving, maybe it's a abandoned cart, or that's just being pulled, or maybe it's the goblin's cart.
can we determine how far we are from our destination, or I mean,
So it's a little bit over a day's travel, so at some point you'll have to stop. Or you can go through the night if you want.
I guess my concern was more if we really think this could be the cart, because it seems a little too soon for that.
I don't think it's actually the cart, but it could be.
Well, do we really want to, put ourselves in danger for something we don't know? We could just keep going.
I mean, I don't think it hurts yet.
I think we should investigate. At the very least, that has to be the most least efficient method of pulling a cart if you're going off-road. We should try and help them get back on the road.
Yeah. Is it
There you
close
go.
enough
Look
to
at Silo, good
to
Samaritan.
catch? Like how far out of the way does this feel? Is it in our path?
So you guys bought snowshoes, right?
Yes.
Like all of you bought them. Yeah, I knew you guys. Some of you bought it, but I don't know if all of you ended up buying some. So you know that like once you kind of step out, your speed's gonna slow down drastically. So while they might look like it's about maybe like an eighth of a mile away, something like that. So you don't know, like in terms of like actually moving through the snow, how long it's going to take you to get there. And then you can't really feel for the terrain. So there's that as well. So
it's more or less on our way though, like on our path.
It is. So it's actually kind of like north. So if you're kind of like going north directly right now, it's kind of like in the northwest direction. So you would veer off the road for a little bit. but you can ultimately get back. So you would lose a little bit of time.
Well, we're gonna go check. Let's go check.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, let's do it.
Let's get on it.
Okay. All right. So
A silo lead the way. Just kidding.
Okay.
is the silo leading the way?
Yes, I will lead the way
I
to
was
the
gonna
cart.
say, he's the one who saw it.
All right, I love it. Okay. So, okay, I will have you roll one more perception check, Silo. Okay, 12. So with a 12, you, as you're kind of approaching, you kind of notice that, yeah, the first thing the group notices that I don't want to say this. Yeah, the snow like becomes deeper and deeper. Like you're kind of like it is, like while you're able to kind of maintain like some height with the snowshoes, like you're able to kind of like distribute, you're still kind of sinking in, and it's approaching like it's approaching your knees, and so you know it's going to get deeper and deeper. And then with the 12, you notice that a little small creature pops out of the cart. You kind of see like its shadow hop out. You don't hear anything, but you can't quite tell what it is, but you do see something pop out.
I call out, "Hello, do you need assistance getting your cart back onto the road?"
Okay, you yell this?
Yes.
Okay. So you yell this, and you hear a bunch of yelling. You're like, no, Longshanks are here, Longshanks. And you notice that a couple of like more little creatures pop out, and they start kind of like encircling the cart. And you notice that they're little goblins.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are about maybe, I don't know, about 100 feet away or so now. But you see that they're kind of like trying to like protect the cart.
There's no way this is the same card.
Could it be a different shipment?
Could it be a difference? Maybe.
Okay. Well, I
You know what?
suppose
We should just move on. This definitely isn't the dwarven card.
I'm trying to find my notes.
But they've seen us and they're like, they said they look like they're hostile towards us.
They are. So yeah, they're holding like little weapons. It looks like spears potentially, but they're kind of like surrounding the cart. So let me put you guys on the map.
And do we generally recognize goblins as being like violent and little evil creatures, or I don't know how we view goblins in general?
Yeah, so I mean, they are, you kind of more view them as like little nuisances, like nuisance than anything else. So, you know, it's not like you're trying to go and just just
Murder
them if
goblins.
you want, but
Osmanthus, is our Chewinga still with us? Maybe it would like to play a trick on them? No? Okay.
You know, I don't control the little guy. The little guy has agency of itself, unless I'm told otherwise.
I will potentially give you agency at some point.
I don't know. I still think. I think we should still just kind of approach them, and not necessarily. Can we tell how many goblins there are?
Yeah. So yeah, I'll put you guys on the map here in a second.
Not necessarily fearing a ranged attack from a goblin from 100
you see
yards
that there
out.
are 6 of them.
Okay.
6 little goblins.
I like them odds.
So when you say little goblins, are these goblins smaller than the average goblin?
No, they're just goblins.
Gotcha.
Just goblins being naturally little. Got it. Yeah, I would say let's continue. I mean, Othades is going to continue walking towards them.
Okay.
I call it again. I say again. Do you need assistance getting your cart back to the road?
Okay, so you call out again. You see one of them is gonna kind of like you actually didn't see this one before, kind of like come around from the behind the cart, and they're gonna shout out at you. And they're a little bit bigger than the other goblins. No thanks, Longshanks. You, go away. Be gone, you. No troubles here. No troubles here. Be gone.
I asked the goblin, what is Longshanks? I don't understand.
Longshanks. Long, and he kind of like points to your legs.
Longshanks. Okay. Well, if they're saying they don't need assistance, I'll ask them where they got the cart from.
Okay, well, so you're just gonna ask him like, all right, where'd you get that cart from? Is that what you're saying, or what are you saying?
Yeah, you guys appear to be having some trouble. What's wrong with the cart?
No trouble, no trouble. We're be gone with you, Longshanks. No business here.
Is the cart just a normal cart? Does it have any sort of, I don't know, anything on the side, like a logo, something that...
Yeah, give me a perception check, because you're kind of like, you're probably a little bit closer now, maybe like 80 feet away, but like, I don't know how close you guys want to get. Oh.
And his name is John C.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna
Alright.
get annoying real quick.
Oh,
It's gonna-
love it. Love it.
Honestly, I don't think it will.
Don't worry, I don't plan on rolling any natural 20s.
So,
Anymore, yeah.
so do we need to start a counter of how often Jimothy's thunder has been stolen?
Yes.
You can just overlay that on the stream.
We do need an unexpected John Cena counter. Sure.
Yeah, I mean it kind of scared me at first. I did not know.
All right, so I got a 22 on my
20.
perception. So I'm imagining that there's going to be a neon sign that says, "This is not their cart."
So with a natural 20, you actually spot. So the first thing you see is that, on the other side of the cart, you notice that there are two large white creatures, kind of like facing away from you. You see like this white fur. You couldn't quite see it before because of the snow. That's the first thing you notice. The other thing you notice is on the cart. It's covered with like a tarp. You do notice like as the wind's blowing, you notice that there's a couple of like, looks like rocks or like some sort of like metals sticking out of the cart underneath.
Like precious metals? No.
Like with a natural 20, like precious metals.
Ugh.
Mhm.
So whoever's closest to me, I'm gonna maybe whisper that to one of my, compatriots. Like, hey, I think I saw, something white with some fur on it, and I'm pretty confident that there's precious metals in this cart. I think this is the one we're supposed to find.
Okay.
Whoever's next to me.
Who would be
Okay.
next to Zoran?
Something tells me the face is gonna start talking here pretty soon. right?
Timothy! There's-
Timothy.
There's some precious metals in there. I think this is our cart.
Timothy smells money.
Do we know that the goblins do like business? Do they transact with any of these towns, or are they pretty much out, like outside of civilized society.
Sorry. You know. Give me a history check, or give me or a nature check if you want. Okay, yeah, with the 15, you would note that they probably do have their own business dealings. You're not sure what kind of business they deal with here in the north, like these type of groups / tribes. But you have in your experiences, they either serve someone else, or they have their own vested interests.
All right. So Timothy will say, have you been doing mining? We can't help but notice you've got all the fine ore in the back of your cart.
And the big one kind of like turns around, and he's just like, how did you see that?
So Timothy's not going to answer.
Look, Longshank, you have no business here. This is our cart. Be gone.
Where
Last
did you get
warning.
the cart?
What'd you say, sir?
It turns out our business is to recover that cart.
No. No, this is our cart. It's ours.
How'd you get it?
We found it. We found it. Yes. And the other ones are like, yes. Found the cart. Yes, found the cart. And they all start like high-fiving each other.
Brilliant plan.
Do they look
seem
like they're
being
telling the
honest?
truth?
Yeah. Does it seem like they're being truthful here?
Doesn't sound
You
like
can roll an insight check if you want. It's gonna be pretty low to that.
doesn't sound like they're being truthful.
Yeah, whatever
I
I
think you
roll,
can-
it's
Oh.
one
You can
less than what I
snuff this
rolled.
one out.
I was gonna do an insight check as well. No,
Okay,
they
I
are
got-
honest. I
I got a
believe them.
10.
Okay, let me actually put you guys on the map. Let's try to make sure everything is good.
On a -1 to insight.
Sorry, you guys kind of see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
So my roll's a 10, not an 11. I'm not going to worry about figuring out how to get the
Sure.
subtraction right now, but maybe I will in the future for exhaustion.
Okay, yeah, Asilo, you're like, wow, you're trying to help out some good Samaritans, and they look like they think they got it. They're pretty much being forthright. Osmanthus, yeah, you know that they're, they're not. It's not a very high DC. They're pretty much just like lying to you. They're essentially lying to you about this card.
Okay. I don't think they're being truthful.
Really? You don't think so? So Timothy's going to look back to them and say, nonetheless, we will have to take the cart off your hands now. And I'm going to pull out my short bow. Just
Wow.
so they understand how serious I am.
Osmanthus is going to raise his walking staff.
Yeah, when I hear Jimothy say that we have to take it off their hands, Zoran's gonna,
Fireball.
go towards her weapon.
The rapier will come out.
I'm gonna stand there and look confused because I completely believe them.
They're all they're kind of gonna look at you, and and the big one is gonna be like, what if we gave you money? Money? You like money? We give you some money and you leave us alone?
How about you give us the money and the cart?
No, Longshank. We also need cart.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Woo.
All right.
This halfling is bold.
So, all right, Longshank. Last warning. it's kind of like taking a couple paces back, just kind of like ready to run away. Last warning. Are you leaving now?
Zorn, was the fur that you saw alive or dead? Was it like pelts covering up things?
Can we see what's in front of the cart at this point, or?
Yeah, so you kind of like, they look like bears, yeah, polar bears essentially.
But
Totally.
alive, right?
They're alive, yeah.
And they look like they're attached to the cart.
They look like they're attached to the cart. Zoran is the only one who can
Not
see this
really
unless she
worried
tells
about
you.
the bear.
Yeah, so I'll tell Osmanthus it looks like a white bear, because I imagine I don't know if I know a polar bear, but like a white bear, and it looks
Like-
alive to me.
Like an owlbear?
I don't know Osmanthus. I don't know what an owlbear looks like.
Hold
will
on,
find that.
and Osmanthus is gonna start flipping through a book that he's got that's got like pictures of owlbears.
Yeah.
Okay.
Timothy's
So-
probably not going to wait for him to sort through his encyclopedia. He's going to shoot an arrow, like not to hit them, but like maybe at the cart.
Okay, give me an attack roll. And we'll kind of also count that towards your intimidation.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
Preferably,
So-
like I want it to like hit the cart next to the guy I'm speaking to.
Okay, yeah. So you shoot dexterously, and they kind of looks down and is just like, defend the cart, defend the cart, and that the big one's gonna kind of like run around, and yell at the other ones to defend the cart, and the other one's kind of like take an aggressive stance, and they're gonna engage with combat with you guys.
Yeah, they are.
So all I do, guys,
Fools.
let's give me some initiative. Oops, I accidentally added the cart as an enemy.
Yeah.
Okay, looks like everyone rolled except Osmanthus.
Yeah, I think I get a -1 to my initiative roll.
Yeah.
What the hell's going
Oh
on?
no.
What's going on?
You know what that was, Oliver?
No. What the
Yeah.
hell?
You might figure it out eventually. You roll enough natural ones.
Oh,
Study
brutal.
it.
All right, let me update your roll here. Natural 1 to 0. Okay.
I'm flipping through my encyclopedia trying to find like
Yeah,
a
see,
good
this
okay.
is an
picture of an owlbear.
owlbear.
So hang on. So I'm gonna move this guy. Not really a surprise round, but he's gonna be kind of like running around before this combat starts. Okay. So, Buffades, you are up. You are first.
Oh.
And he has rolled
Buffet-
great.
Has Bofades figured out the range of this magic snowball?
No, you haven't tested it out.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna move.
And then,
I'm
Greg, if you
gonna.
want, you could have the little creature join you in this combat, but I don't know if you want to put the creature in.
I'm gonna.
Mortal Kombat, if you will.
Yeah. So you just have that on your turn. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna fire at the middle of the front line of goblins here. I'm gonna toss a magic snowball at him.
Okay. All right, go for it.
See if anything happens.
Okay. Yeah, give me an attack roll. Yeah, that is unfortunately not gonna cut it. So yeah, you see the snowball fly, and it just kind of goes all the way over, and actually hits the back of one of the bears.
Fortunate. And then we're gonna take a few steps back.
Okay.
All right, and that'll be that.
All right, Soren.
Sorry, I was looking to see something, but I'll find it later. So, I will just use my short bow and attack maybe the one right in front of me, right in front.
Sure.
And his name is John C.
Oh my. All right. Give me the damage. The goblin right in front. Oh, god damn.
Oh, that's good. That's what you want out of your crits.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right. Yeah. How do you want to kill him?
I mean, I just aimed my arrow right towards his heart and was hoping it would get him. So, nice and quick.
All right. So this one's just kind of like, you know.
I don't want him to
hesitant.
suffer.
He's just like very hesitant, a little nervous, just kind of holding on to. This looks like a little javelin or spear type. It's got a pointy end, and this is kind of like, all right, I guess it's my turn, and then it just collapses right in front of you. All right,
Great.
find out.
That's what I want to hear.
Okay. Anything else? God damn.
I don't know. Do I have?
I don't know if you have a second attack or
A
anything.
second
or
attack?
Bonus action. I don't think so.
No,
Not
I
level
don't.
2.
I don't think I do. So, I guess I can move forward, maybe. So,
Sure.
let's just
Yeah, you
move.
got 30 feet of movement, I believe.
35.
Oh, sorry.
But is it difficult terrain or anything? Is
Yes, I would say it is difficult.
okay. So then I'll just go up
yeah.
3. So 15. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's difficult terrain, even for them. So you'll kind of have to close the distance.
Probably not for the owlbears, though.
Yeah, I don't think I ever saw if Osmanthus actually showed me what the owlbear was, but I'm just gonna keep moving forward.
Okay. All
Sorry,
right.
Oz. Bye.
Okay. It is one of the. Oh, okay, it's not one of the dead ones. Okay, that's good. It's one of the goblins' turns. It is going to move up. Actually, let me make sure I can do that. Oh, actually, no, it's not going to do that. This one is actually going to pull out a little short bow, and it's going to shoot at it's going to shoot at Zoran, considering it just killed its friend.
What? It can't even see me.
Okay. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
Nice. Let's go. Okay, you will take 4 points of piercing damage.
'Tis a scratch.
And then it is going to shout out, I did it! I did it! Did you see it? I hit her!
I'm coming for you next. Which one hit me?
This one... Here, I'll kind of... Oh, actually, how do I...
I was like, where's your mouse? Okay, cool. Perfect. Yep, that's the one I'm coming for.
Okay.
Favorite.
This other one is going to step up. It's going to step up 15 feet. And it is going to throw a javelin at Ophades.
Sounds about right. At disadvantage.
I'm assuming an 8 misses.
That'll miss.
So it'll like chuck it and it'll just kind of like land short and it'll be like, oh shit. And it'll be like, I can't go back. The next one is dead. Jimothy, you are up.
Timothy's going to shoot the next one that he is in a line of sight here. With
Okay.
a long bow. Short bow. Are we just like in wide open, or is there like any snow drifts or anything in front of us that a halfling could hide behind?
No, I would say it's pretty open.
Pretty open. Okay.
Yeah.
And I will just shoot at the one that's running towards us.
That's heedlessly running against you.
$13.
13 unfortunately misses.
So small.
Yeah, so it'll kind of like duck down and be like, oh, please don't shoot us.
Yeah, I'll say, this is your last chance. You don't have to die for this card. And that'll be it.
Okay.
I'll move here.
All right. Asilo, you are up.
All right. Seeing them shooting arrows and lobbing javelins at my friends, I will move up and I will use my action to continue moving forward.
Okay, perfect. All right. So you're getting closer to the other one. Okay. This other one is going to... One of these other goblins is going to kind of move up. And it's going to try to throw a javelin also at you. At Asilo. Oh, dang. All right, this actually hits. I think it does. 21 hit.
Barely.
No, okay, all right. Yeah, it's rolled surprisingly well. Oh, dang. All right, max damage. It gives you 8 points of damage as it just pierces through you, and it kind of like also is surprised. It's like, oh, I did it! I hit it! And it's just like freaking out that it's actually doing something. Okay. Oh my god, I just have like a shit ton of goblins to go through. All right, so this other goblin is going to.
And that was at disadvantage for a javelin?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
You rolled good.
Yeah, I rolled really well. I rolled a 17 and an 18 on those. So. Okay. Okay, so let's see here. this other goblin is going to run up. It doesn't have anything except a scimitar, so it's just gonna kind of like yield a sword and just kind of like start screaming and yelling at you. And it's actually going to dash towards you. That'll be its turn. This other goblin, oh my god, there's so many goblins, is not going to do anything for now. And this goblin, however, is going to run up. And also is wielding a scimitar. It's gonna kind of like start yelling and trying to attack you. Okay, last but certainly not least, Osmanthus, you are up.
Oh boy. He would have stopped looking through his owlbear children's book that he kept with him. And as soon as he started hearing, kind of the commotion, and seeing the goblin run forward, he is going to kind of panic, cast Firebolt at it.
Okay, which one? Sorry.
This one.
Okay.
Closest to a silo.
Perfect. All right. So you rolled privately.
I didn't mean to roll privately. It was a 7 though.
Okay.
Which hold on.
Ooh.
It was actually a 6.
Okay. That one also misses. So yeah, you see kind of like this little bolt flies and it like just goes right over this little goblin's head, and it kind of like almost hits the other one right behind it as it like hits the ground, and you see the little steam rise up from the snow. Any movement?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Top of the round, Buffades. What you got going on?
Ooh.
Both of these.
I'm gonna move up here.
Okay.
And I'm going to chuck another snowball.
Okay.
At the closest one.
All right. All right. A 15 does hit. So give me I think it's a D4. Yeah, give me a D4. D4 plus your dex.
6.
Okay, so yeah, 6 points of damage.
Dang!
you like throw it at it, and it just like embedded in its eye, and it shouts out, "What the fuck?" And it's like it's wedged in there. It's not dead, but it is in very much a lot of pain.
It's like that scene in Elf where they have all the snowballs.
Okay.
And then let's see. I will move back another 15.
I remember you have it is difficult terrain, so I don't know if you moved up.
Oh, in that case, I can only move where I was at.
Okay. All right. It is now Zoran's turn. Zoran, you're up.
I'm aiming for this one.
Okay.
The one talking shit.
Love it. God. All right. Yeah, that'll hit.
Great.
Okay. How do you want to do it?
No suffering, just like the first one, right in their heart.
So it's still like cheering, like it's like spinning around in circles, and it just like turns around, and it's just like in the throat, and it like can't breathe, and it's like gasping for air. It's very much not quick and painless, and it just collapses to the ground.
And then Zoran's gonna move 15. Well, 30, but 15.
Okay. That'll be her turn. That goblin that you killed was up next, so it'll be this next goblin's turn.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Damn. This one. Oh, it can't quite reach you. Oh, it's so angry. Okay, so it's gonna pull out a scimitar. It's gonna kind of like run towards you. And it's like screaming. But that'll be its turn. That one is dead. Jimothy, you are up.
Timothy's gonna shoot the one that's near a silo and Zoran.
Okay.
I try to.
Oh, that'll do. Give me that damage. All right. How do you want to do it?
I want to like shoot him in the kneecap.
Oh, brutal. Okay.
Kneecap.
So it's like running, right? And like somehow you catch it mid motion, like you could see, like you catch it like as it's like the knee is bent, and like right in the knee, and it just collapses right in front of you, and it's howling in pain. Like I guess like the shock and the pain of it just stops screaming.
Blood loss.
All right.
And then Jimothy will yell, "Do we have to kill all of you before you realize this is not worth the cart?"
No, there's a threshold. Don't worry.
And I'll move up another 10 feet.
Okay. Next up is a silo.
Okay.
You have two of them that are kind of screaming at you, running kind of towards the left of you, and then there's another one that's also screaming towards you. But there's one of them has like this huge snowball like in its left eye.
Da, 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 da. So I will. The Warhammer versatile? Stay on here. Thought it was. If not,
Yes.
doesn't.
Yeah, it is. You can do a D10 with two-hander.
Okay. So as I move up to this one, I like holding my warhammer in one hand, I put my shield on my back, two-handed, take a swing at the one in front of me, which will I'll go ahead and unequip my shield, which drops my AC a little bit for this round.
Oh,
And
this one is the one that has the snowball. Like it's screaming, like it can't really see. So it's
Yeah.
just like it's just like a T, pretty much, just set up for you.
oh, dang it. Attack. Dang it. An 11. I just whiff right over its head.
So yeah, you wind up, you step up, like you're like ready to just like swing its head over into the fan section, and like you just wind up and like somehow you like misstep and like you realize like the snow kind of like gives away a little bit. It's not as solid, and so you just completely whiff. But yeah, it is still alive.
Okie dokie.
That's too bad. I really wanted you to just bang its head.
Let me see. That's an action. That's an action. Okay, yep, I'm done.
Okay. It is going to be this one's turn. This one's going to start running towards you, realizing what you're trying to do to its friend. And it's actually going to it'll dash. Kind of get behind you, and it's going to try to attack you, but not this round. But we'll see if it gets that chance. It's going to be the goblin in front of you. He is going to try to swing at you with its hands, because like it really just doesn't have anything. Does a 7 hit your AC, Silo?
No.
I'll take that as a no. Okay.
It like, punches my chest and says, "Ow!"
It'll like try to like punch you in a exactly. It'll just like, and it'll be like, God, and it's like shaking its hand, and it's kind of like really, really afraid of you. I don't know why it like panic took a shot at you. Okay. It is going to. Okay, so I'll say, Zorn, give me a perception check. Okay, you see this. You notice that the bigger goblin has approached the bears, and it looks like he's trying to release one of them.
So the one on the left, this one here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I probably can't say anything, right? Because it's not my turn.
Yeah, not right now. But
perfect.
Yeah. But you do observe that. I'll say at the very least. Okay, the other goblin. Gonna do that. That's gonna be that's turn. This goblin is going to.
Can I ask, is it just a harness like what you would put on a horse? Or does he have to does it look more intense than that?
It looks like, it looks, one that you would put on a horse. So nothing like too.
Okay.
Yeah, too involved. Okay, yeah, so this goblin's going to step up and it's going to swing at a Silo. Man, a Silo playing it smart. Being the tank. Oh, but he rolled well. All right, let's go. Does a 20 hit your AC?
With my shield off, yes.
Oh, let's go. Okay. And, all right, and you take 8 points of slashing damage, max damage with this scimitar. It just slashes at your side here. You're taking all the hits, but you are slowly dwindling down. Let's see if your friend Osmanthus can help you.
Probably not.
Not with that attitude. Come on.
Oh gosh, he's Oh boy.
Osmanthus is still going through his book. Just kidding.
Like, wow, what a cool book.
Oh man.
There's pictures in
see
here.
what's up ahead, damn it. Does Osmanthus know of anything that goblins are truly terrified of?
I mean, probably dying. They're not too thrilled on that.
Creature-wise, like any creature or or item like soap, things like that.
Actually, I don't know. You tell me. Actually, as Greg.
I don't know. I was asking the DM, and now I'm at a loss.
I was about to say, I was like, oh, you do know this. You do know that. Okay, give me a. Did you roll a nature check earlier, or that was for the terrain? Give me another nature check.
Okay. We'll see if this works.
Okay, 16. You know that.
It's 17. I've been playing around with getting the exhaustion stuff set up.
Oh, okay.
And I gave myself 2 levels of exhaustion to test something. So.
Oh, no worries. Okay, yeah. So with this 17, you know that they're usually they usually follow their respective leader. So if you can get their leader to step down, they'll definitely step down. So you do know that bit of information. You know, I don't know, in terms of like fearing other things, I would say.
Oh, damn, I'm gonna be screwed on this. So basically, I was gonna create a silent image of something that might terrify them.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that if you.
Just say it's a boggart.
Just say it's a boggart. It'll turn into whatever. Yeah, I mean, if you could do that. I'm trying to see here. I actually don't know enough about goblins to comment on what they're afraid of. So that's kind of it's on me. I'll say if you like turn it into like I don't know, a hobgoblin or whatever. They're usually ordering them around. They'll be afraid of that.
Okay. Then I am going to.
Or like a bugbear or whatever.
Like right here. And let me make sure that that's not too far. Oh, hey, that's like 60 feet exactly. I'm going to create an image of like 3 hobgoblins coming after the goblins with like weapons raised.
Okay. All right.
Like axes.
Okay. All right. So.
And of course, Zoran has no idea, but hopefully Zoran, will just see these things appear and be smart enough to realize that, they're going to be wearing like Osmanthus's colors. They'll have like a blue cloak.
Sure. Okay, so these 3 creatures have to roll intelligence checks. Is it on their turn or just immediately? Let's see here. They have to use their action. Okay.
With a successful intelligence check.
Okay, so. Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I like this. Okay, I'll see how they take this into effect on their turn.
Okay.
Okay, so you cast this. Any movement? It's farther away.
No, I think he will. He'll actually get closer since more of his team is acting as a buffer.
Okay. All right. Top of the round, Buffetes. 10 AC. That's fair.
Okay, so well, baby, is gonna step up. Oh god. Here. Here.
Okay.
And
Little flanking
swing.
action.
Swing with his
I think there will be a
rapier.
attack of opportunity by that other one. Just kidding.
Well,
You really want Oliver to die.
I had to remember the difficult terrain.
Not Oliver, Bob Hades. Just kidding.
Bob Hades.
Just kidding on Buffades.
Oh, come on!
You have advantage. You have advantage. Remember.
Oh yeah.
Flanking.
That's why you moved into position. Oh, the emotion that was just went through there. That'll hit. That'll hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot to click the right one.
Oh, all right.
5.
Oh, that was perfect. Okay.
Yes,
5 piercing damage. So you come up in behind it, and then it doesn't see you, so because it's kind of like turning its focus to seeing these 3 hobgoblins appear in front of it, and it shouts out like, "Oh my god!" And then you stab it in the back. It is still up, but it is in a lot of pain.
Oh, that wasn't the one I hit with a snowball. Damn.
No.
All right. Well, I am out of movement because of difficult terrain, so that is where I shall stay.
Okay. Zoran, you are up.
I'm going to aim at the big goblin in the back.
Okay.
Hopefully I can get him before he starts unhooking this bear thing.
Okay.
I think... How far is he? Okay. $15.
Unfortunately, a 15 is not enough. You notice that while he's a little bit bigger, he's also a little bit more equipped.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it looks like the kind of the arrow, like, not necessarily it just grazes the hide of his armor.
And then I'm going to tell my friends, I think he's releasing the white bear.
Okay. All right.
And then I will stay where I'm at.
Okay, perfect. Okay, goblin is dead. That goblin is also dead. A lot of dead goblins. All right, Jimothy, you are up.
All right, I'll shoot the one who seems to be trying to release the bears, like Zoran was saying.
Okay, that's kind of the very far one, all the way next to the bear on the left there.
Okay.
Oh, all right. A 20 does hit. I will take some damage.
How much?
All right.
Oh, I can do a sneak attack. Can't? Oh no, I can't because I don't have advantage. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I don't know how rogues work. They're really complicated.
Well, don't we have savage attack? Oh, wait, never mind.
But yeah, you can reroll 1 damage die per turn, right? One damage
Yeah,
roll.
if you hit a target with a weapon, you can re-roll the weapon's damage dice and use either
Right.
roll.
All right, yeah, I'll reroll the dice. Then.
I don't know if it matters, but when we did that
Yeah.
short rest, I also gave Jimothy and Silo inspiration, right? The very first time.
Yeah, I
That
still
last a
have.
day, or do you guys still have that?
I don't know.
I do have an inspiration marked. I don't know how long it's been.
Wait. How long does inspiration typically last? Like a day or 8 hours?
They have
Both
no idea.
Hades.
Is this bardic inspiration?
No, this is
Inspiration.
inspired based on
Oh.
the musician feat
Oh.
that I have. It's just
But they get advantage on
during
a
a
roll.
short rest. Yeah.
Okay.
That would have been nice to know both 80s before.
You lose it
was
at a long
when I
Just kidding.
told them originally. I just didn't know who had it marked down or not.
So how long does it last? Sorry.
until you long rest. And then
Okay.
it
Okay,
goes-
so yeah, if you
Oh,
did it in the
okay.
morning,
So then
you would
then
still
it's
have it.
I'm pretty sure it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was yesterday. So
because I
unfortunately-
did it when we were in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
originally.
yesterday. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's the day before.
So okay.
Okay, yeah. So if you do it today or tomorrow, because it's almost end of day, yeah, they'll have it. So that's a good thing to know. Okay.
And I'll move another 10 feet forward. I did 5
Perfect.
damage.
Okay. Marked down. It is a Silo's turn.
Well, I am going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm a little rough right now.
Yeah, that's fair. I was surprised by my rolls there. Typically, I roll hot garbage.
I will get 7 hit points back.
Okay. Any stupid questions? Like any movement? Or Michael, stupid question. Any movement on your end?
No, I'm pretty sure that was my action. I don't think I have anything I can do for a bonus action this turn. I don't know, would re-equipping my shield be a bonus action, or is that an action?
Oh,
Isn't it on the ground? So don't you have to pick it up?
It's on my back. I put it on my back to swing my warhammer with 2 hands.
that's a good question. I'll say it's a bonus action. That's fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll look into it now. Yeah, that's fine. I say you can re-equip it.
Okie dokie. Then that will be my, because I know like as part of an action, like attack action, you can drop and pick up a weapon.
Mhm.
But anyway,
Okay. Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, I mean, I'll going forward. That'll be good to know. Okay. Okay, so the goblin that has the snowball in its eye is going to turn to run. It's kind of afraid of you, Asilo, and it's afraid of. It didn't know that you also had hobgoblins as backup. So it's going to turn to run away from you. You get an attack
I
of
will
opportunity.
take my attack of opportunity.
The one you stepped up.
It's an 18 hit.
All right, an 18 does hit. Looks like he's like it much.
For 6 damage.
Okay, for 6 points of damage. Yeah, he was looking rough and he was already scared. I love the cat just stepping in.
Yep.
And you just you take this time. You're just like, oh, you're not getting away this time. And you step up and you swing with just one hand this time, and you just hit the back of the head, and it just like slumps down, and it is dead.
Got him.
Look at that one. Ah, you're still alive. Oh, good. Okay. Okay. This other one is going to doesn't quite see. It also notices these hobgoblins. Let's see here. But it's actually going to fight Stilbophates because it can't quite get away. So it is going to take a swing at Bophates here. And miss with a 7, I assume.
Yup.
Okay. That'll be its turn. So he's gonna kind of like swing, and then he's gonna try to run away from you. So you get an attack of opportunity if you so choose. So
I would very much like to swing at this guy as he's running away.
He's still flanking.
no, not anymore.
Well, yeah, because he's like 15 feet away.
Oh well, no. I guess yeah, you would still. But yeah, no. I guess he's trying to step out. So yeah, you do get advantage.
Oh.
To be fair, I've always wondered about that because like they're like in between before they move, but then they move out.
Yeah.
13.
Unfortunately, that misses. Oh no.
Bummer.
Yeah. So he is gonna get away. And he's gonna shout out, "Big goblins and Longshanks are in team together." And just gonna keep running. Okay. That's gonna be his turn. Okay. So, very, very important check here. Oh god, what's the roll?
Bear mauls the goblin as it's released.
That's what I'm about to roll. All right. Oh, please. Oh, thank God. Okay. So, you notice that the goblin, or Zoran, I guess you're the one that can kind of see this. You can kind of, and Jimothy, I guess you're both aiming at him. You notice that the bigger goblin's able to release the bear and kind of like step back and just be like, "Attack the Longshanks!" as it points towards you. And that'll be his turn. And it's gonna be the polar bear's turn. So it's going to run up, use all of its action to come out here.
I'm assuming it's a stupid beast, so I mean, it's got some hobgoblin meat right in front of it.
Yeah. It does have to be like kind of like hopping through snow, so it doesn't have any which I think is dumb. It should have some ability to get past the difficult terrain, but it had to use its entire action to get there. So that'll be its turn. The other goblin is going to try to release the other bear. And we'll see how he does. Oh my god, okay. Also successfully is able to release the bear as he kind of steps back. And this bear is also going to run over here. Okay. That'll be its that's turn, and then this goblin is gonna try to run away. So the goblin right next to you, Silo, is gonna try to run off, seeing that it's surrounded by 2 large bears, a bunch of players, these hobgoblins, and it's gonna try to run away.
I've already used my reaction this turn.
Okay. So he runs off. All right, it is Osmanthus's turn. Osmanthus, I don't know how to say your name.
Um,
Oz's turn.
Yeah. Shoot. He's super far away, which seems ideal at this moment. Because he realizes these are not owl bears. These are just lame bears.
They are indeed just lame bears this time.
So he is going to, think to himself, well, the opposite of.
I'll say this. Give me a nature check, so given all your knowledge of owl bears, and I'm assuming you've read about regular bears at some point. Or in the midst of like a bear book, you're like, all right, owl bears and regular bears and bugbears.
19.
19. Okay, you know, or at least these type of bears are just kind of like just animals in general, that if these were, if they were pulling a cart, that they have some sort of degree of domestication. So you think that with an animal handling check, you could get these bears to leave you alone. I'll say that with a 19, that you could be able to, like, okay, just, you don't have to attack them. You could just try to get them to calm down. But yeah, that wouldn't really necessarily hold with a wild bear per se. But you know that these bears, if there's some degree of being domesticated, you could try to get them to calm down and not attack you. So I'll say you know that.
Okay. He also knows that he has never tried to calm down a bear.
Fair.
He'll shout out, if we can calm the bears down, we might be able to get them on our side. And good luck, as he's going to try and hit that goblin that's fleeing, the one closest to a silo, with the firebolt again.
Okay.
This is going to go well. Oh, hey, an 18.
Get him.
All right. That'll hit.
7 points of fire damage.
How do you want to do it?
So he's fleeing, but he's at kind of an angle. I imagine he's kind of looking off to the right at the bear as it approaches. Because, it's a bear, even if it's domesticated, you're probably still a little uneasy around him.
Yeah, for sure.
So as he's looking off to the right, I'm just going to firebolt him right in the face.
Okay. So he's kind of like looking back. He's just like, oh my god, just freaking out as he sees these huge bears, and it just like right through the side of his head, and he just kind of collapses down. You can see kind of like it's like singeing his head. And that'll be your turn if you have any movement or anything.
Well, he was going to get closer, but that was before the bears. So I guess he'll get closer as he like trods through this snow, exhausted.
Okay. Buffades, you are up. You see these two bears running towards you. You see that most of the goblins are dead. The others are fleeing, or were fleeing, and now they're dead. And the other ones are kind of closer to the cart.
Oh no. I guess the larger one that had released them, the larger goblin back there. I'm gonna yell something insulting at him.
Okay.
viciously.
Okay. So, what do you say? Yeah, well, how do you insult this creature?
Unsure.
All right, 'cause he failed, so-
I will say something about his failure to lead his goblins appropriately in this fight.
Okay. Sure. All right, so you say something like that. All right, he fails. So I think that's the first time creature's failed. So
It,
A vicious
it
mockery.
is very solid 1 point of damage.
oh man, slow down there, Oliver.
I
A
don't
single
wanna
tear rolls down his cheek.
I don't want to move too fast on these
He's just
insults
like-
here.
He's just like, my mom thinks I'm a good leader.
Your mom goes to college. And that'll be it.
Okay. So yeah, but the important part that yeah, it has a disadvantage on the next attack roll, so that's kind of cool. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, Zoran, you are up.
She's wondering if she should keep shooting at something or try and do something with one of these polar bears.
That
Let's
is,
go for the polar bear because Oz said that we need to try and tame it or something. So she's gonna attempt to do that. So she's gonna move up 5, 10, 15. Is that close enough? Sorry.
yeah, you can get there. Yeah,
There?
that's fine.
Okay.
So yeah, give me. So this will be your action, by the way.
Yep. I'm
Okay.
aware.
Okay, so yeah, you will an
Roll
animal
the bear.
handling check, please.
Oh gosh, come on, Zoran. We could have a bear.
Wah, wah.
Oh
We could be bear food.
Yeah, what are you doing? Like, are you like just?
Well, so I didn't realize I was gonna do an animal handling check. I thought it might be a grapple, but it doesn't really matter. So I wasn't
Grapple,
sh-
you're trying to like wrestle
well,
the bear.
yeah, I didn't know what might happen. I was trying to look at my, what I might have to do. So yeah,
you're good.
I'm gonna try. Like, I'm guessing there are still reins on it, maybe. So I was trying to grab those and maybe try and do something. But
Yeah.
now it just seems like I'm trying to attack it.
Yeah, so it looks like you kind of like got big and in its face as you're just actually just trying. All right, perceives that as you're trying to trying to calm it down and grab its harnesses, but it doesn't understand what you're trying to do.
Yep.
So it will be aggressive towards you.
Oh, I'm aware. Yes. Because
But
I
that-
wanted to throw one of my muffins, but I didn't think I could throw something and also try and do animal handling. So I had to choose one or the other.
Gotcha. Well,
Didn't
I would have
work out
said
for
that
me.
I would have said that like that could have counted as your, but that's fine. All right.
Yeah. No,
Moving
I did.
forward-
Yeah, I didn't think I could like use a muffin.
consumable.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, Jimothy, you're up.
All
Sorry,
right.
no, it's scratch that. No, you're sorry. You are up. Yes.
Okay. I will come up and try to assist Zoran here, seeing that this bear does not look happy. I will wave my hands and my bow up in the air and try to get its attention.
Okay.
And I'll throw a
There's no way Jimothy throws a muffin. He's upset. He's like obsessed with those muffins.
Let's crack muffins.
no, I'm not gonna throw a muffin. I'm gonna throw to throw a candle.
Candle. All right.
I'm gonna throw a candle.
Is it
I'm gonna wave my hands and try to throw a candle. I'm assuming maybe my candle is it's like a Bath and Body Works candle, so maybe it has some smell to it, and I'll like toss it. I'm not trying to like hit the bear with it, just get it in front of it.
Yeah.
And maybe the smell will turn it off from mauling grizzly woman.
Okay. All right. Give me that check.
What check?
I don't know. You're just throwing this candle, I guess.
Yeah,
We'll count it
just
as
tossing
your...
a candle. I'm like waving and trying to get its attention and tossing a smelly thing at it.
Oh, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Sorry, I thought you were trying to like...
No, he's
No.
going like, hey! And then he's...
All right, fair enough.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right.
Just wanted to
Asilo,
not
you
fall
are up.
foreign, ideally.
Now I'm imagining you're throwing a freaking like white candle
Okay.
in the white snow and no one can see it. Zoran's like, what the F?
Timothy's not that dumb.
Yeah.
I'm just
so
I'm just thinking that we don't have a large range of candles to choose from.
Well, when you take candles as seriously as I do, you'd realize that's wrong.
this is what I was planning on doing as soon as the bears got close. I will stand on Mr. Dead Goblin right here and pull one of my rations out of my pack and hold it up to the bear and try and pet it.
Okay, all right. Yeah, give me an animal handling.
Are you trying to cast the Find Steed spell?
Oh my god. It was an 18 and it goes bloop over to the 2.
That's like trying to offer your dog like broccoli and it's like
Or like trying to feed a great white shark and wondering why you lost your hand in the process.
Pretty much.
So it like at first is like receptive. It's like, oh, you're trying to give me food, but it smells it, and it just like instantly you could see like it looks like it's frustrated at what you were trying to offer, and it just roars in your direction. And that. Anything else? Any other movement?
Then I'm don't know how bad this bear is gonna hurt, so I will use my bonus action to cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay. Probably a good idea.
That didn't go well. Shield of faith.
So +2 to my armor class.
Lord, protect me.
Jesus, take the wheel.
And with a silo, it might actually be a wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, it's been fun playing with you guys.
All right. So the goblin boss, our bigger goblin, is gonna shout out at you guys, and it's gonna say, "All right, leave now, and I'll call the bears back. Final warning." And that's gonna be his turn. He's gonna step up, actually, sir. And
You
then
had
it's gonna-
disadvantage.
Then this bear is going to. Yeah, I guess it's gonna. What does it have? Oh yeah. It's gonna take a bite at a silo. Holy smokes. For 25 to hit.
That hits.
Oh god.
Why does the silo have a skull on him like he's dead?
No, he's
Because I'm standing on a
top
dead body.
Oh, okay.
for 10 points of damage.
Foreshadowing.
Ugh.
And then it's gonna take a claw at you.
Yeah, it is foreshadowing.
For a 20 to hit.
That will miss.
Okay.
Woo! Level 2.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so it bites. It kind of makes sense. Like it bites at your hand, like at your arm as you were trying to feed it this ration. You kind of pull back, and then it tries to swing at you with its paw, and you just kind of like take a step back away from it. It roars at you again. Okay. It is this other goblin. He is going to run up, and he's gonna start pointing and laughing at you, Asilo. He's gonna be like, "Ha ha!" Just totally making fun of you guys. And then the other polar bear notices that Jimothy is making these motions at it, and it kind of like looks at you, and then it hears this like goblin step up behind it, and it's laughing and making fun of it, and it turns around. It's gonna step away from you, Zoran, if you want to take an attack of opportunity. Stephanie.
Yeah, no. I can use my short sword, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Do you want to though?
Yes. No. I do not.
Okay.
I don't know. It really depends on if we're trying to tame these bears.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna see. I'm hoping he got distracted, so I'm gonna let it go.
And it's gonna take its action to take a bite and a claw at this goblin. And that'll hit with a bite. And it just goes up and just bites the head off this goblin. And just tears it out. And then it just, the goblin drops and it just roars. And that'll be its turn. And that goblin is dead, so he wasn't doing much anyway. And that'll be his turn. That goblin is going to step up here. That'll be his turn. Osmanthus, you are up.
All right.
Oh, sorry. It's actually, sorry, this other goblin's going to keep running. He's still afraid of you guys.
All right. This is not straightforward on what should happen here. So he's gonna try and firebolt the goblin leader in the face.
Okay. Firebolt him in the face.
18.
18 just hits.
Wow, that just hits.
No,
All
sorry.
right. Well, he is just gonna take 9 points of fire damage to the face.
All right. As you shoot at him, and he takes the arrow or the bolt, and it's just like screaming out, and he's like trying to blow it out. And he's looking rough. He's still up though.
All right.
Any movement?
Yep. Oz will step west if left is west.
Yes. We'll say left is west.
And hopefully, this is like high ground over here.
No, on the contrary.
Oh, it's low ground? Cool. He can hide behind.
There you go.
That's going to be his turn, though.
Okay, Buffades. Or Oliver, you're still there.
All right. So.
You gonna try to calm these bears, or you're gonna try to attack them?
No. I am going to cast healing word
Oh.
on Silo. Try and get some healing going on in there. Not gonna be much, but we're gonna try and do some on there. Six points of healing. That'll be my turn.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good friend. All right, that's a bonus action. Yeah, any actions?
Oh, I can't cast another spell as an action, right?
Correct. You can
Yeah.
cast a cantrip, that would be.
Oh, then yeah, I will do some more vicious mockery at the big big leader there.
Okay. Oh, he fails as well. All right. For a
Give me
2.
a 4. Give me a 4.
4 points of damage. All right, as he is. What do you say? What do you say?
You know, I was gonna make a comment about oh man, now I can't remember what he said last turn when he wasted his turn not doing anything and just saying something. But I was gonna respond to that.
He said something about this is your last chance, so call the Bears back if you just go.
That's right. Yeah, it's something like, "This is your last chance."
Okay. Sure.
I can barely hear you.
Oh. We're gonna need to work on those insults, Oliver.
Yeah. I'm not as witty as my characters, but.
Oh, okay.
I'm not the bard
feel
this
like-
campaign.
I just feel like when you say the word vicious mockery, like I want. No,
Your
no
mom
worries.
went to college.
Okay, Zoran, you're up.
Ooh, maybe I ignore the bear and I just shoot at this guy.
Sure. You can do whatever you want.
No, that's
Well, not
yeah.
whatever you want. But
Yeah.
You can do that.
15.
Unfortunately, a 15 is not.
Zoran is going to stay here.
Okay.
She can't throw a muffin now, can she?
No, unfortunately not.
I'll do it next turn.
Okay. Jimothy, you are up. Jimothy.
Yeah, I'm just going to. I'm going to shoot the goblin leader.
Okay.
Or try to. That ain't gonna work.
Unfortunately, not.
Our arrows are too cold.
Anything else though?
Nope.
Movement?
I
Okay.
moved up next to Zoran.
Yes. Asilo, you're up. I'll say this, just because given the situation, you can try again if you want.
I'm going to try a different tactic.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only
I-
the only cap.
Is I move up like closer into the bear's face, just puff up as big as I can get, and just yell at him, "Bad bear, no biting!"
Yes. All right. Give me that animal handling. Let's go.
I was hoping for intimidation.
Oh yeah, if you want to do intimidation, sure.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Intimidate the bear.
Yes.
I mean, you are like a interesting looking creature.
Ah.
Okay, let's see how it fares against you. Oh my gosh. Okay. So it's gonna look at you. It's gonna do a softer roar. Like it's gonna like roar towards you. And then it's gonna start turning away. It's ultimately deeming that you're not worth the effort. And it's gonna turn its attention towards the other goblin. The goblin leader. For now, anyway. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so so the goblin, the bigger goblin, realizes that the bear is kind of slowly turning around to face him. And it's gonna be like, no, not me, not me. And it's gonna try to try to tame the bear. Oh no. And fails this time. And that's gonna be his turn. So the polar bear is gonna step up towards the big leader. And it's gonna take a bite at him.
Just what we need. This bear is going to level up mid-fight.
And miss, actually. Miss on the bite. Maybe hit on the claws. Hits on the claws. There we go. Oh, man. And you just see him, the bear, just kind of stand up on its back legs, tower over this, and just slash down, bring all the weight, it's just kind of dropping its arm like a hammer, and it just cleaves right through the goblin, and he just collapses in pieces to the ground.
So it bears down on the goblin.
It bears down on the goblin. Okay. The other bear is gonna turn around, seeing that it killed that bear, and it's gonna go up towards Jimothy because it noticed you earlier, and it's gonna take a bite and a claw attack at you.
What about the three?
Not the goblins, the hobgoblins that are next to us.
Yeah. What
Oh,
about
that's a
the
good
three
point. Thank
illusion
you. No,
goblins?
that is a good point. No. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, so it's actually going to spend its action to realize what they are, because they look like goblins, and it's more inclined to attack the goblins. So it is a what check? An intelligence check?
DC 12.
Intelligence.
Since
Okay, it's not very intelligent. Oh my gosh. It gets it. Rolled a natural 16 and it had a -4. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. If I wasn't exhausted, it would have failed.
Oh, it's perfect. Okay. So it is going to spend its action, though, interacting with them, and it kind of, it just swipes and takes a bite at them, and it realizes that they're not there, and it shifts its attention towards you. Hey, but it bought you around. So the other goblin, realizing it's pretty much screwed, is gonna just hightail it out. And it's Osmanthus' turn.
Okay. He sees that the bear is like, these are fake.
Right, it does realize that. You do realize that, yeah.
Okay. So given that, he's gonna trust in Zoran and Jimothy to tame this beast.
Okay.
And he's gonna use his action to move. The hobgoblins are gonna walk over to the other bear, and they're gonna shift into. They're gonna be like aggressive towards it.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
Oh.
it's gonna. Okay, I like that.
How far can I move it? Oh, within range. So yeah.
Okay. So, all right, you're gonna shift it, and so yeah, the other bear will have to focus on that or not. All right, I like it. Anything else?
He's gonna stay where he's at.
Okay, fair enough. So, Fades, you are up. You see that all the goblins are dead now except the one that's running off. You have two bears, one that's that was interacting with these hobgoblins, realizing that they're not there, shifting its focus on your two friends, and the other one's not being aggressive towards a silo right now.
I suppose I can only move to here.
Yeah.
So super amazing time there. But I will spellbook. I will do I will touch a silo and do cure wounds.
Okay. Nice. Good bard cleric combo.
Right.
Oh, nice.
For 9 points.
You sure your name isn't Orsel? What is this?
Yeah, I know, right? Just trying to do my best. Whatever. And then I will shout at the goblin that's running away. Come back! We're not done with you yet.
Oh my god.
Right. Yep, I'm gonna have to get a book of something.
Yep.
You can download a Shakespearean insult generator. There's like an app for it.
There we go. That's what I'll need.
Okay. Moving on.
And I don't know if he fails that or not, but
Oh, well, you cast Cure Wounds, so that's an action. So you can't do it.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah,
Healing
just
word
realize
was
that it's an action.
healing word was a bonus action. That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
No, you're good.
Still getting used to this spellbook thing.
No, you're fine. Nope. Yeah, it's a little bit more nuanced than just slashing.
Yeah.
All right, Zoran, you are up.
Ugh, I really want to throw a muffin between them because I know the muffins are psychedelic, but let's try animal handling again.
Okay, what are you doing this time?
You can try to get the bear stoned.
I'm not the only one living in fear of cocaine bear with these muffins, right? Like,
It didn't make Jimothy like that, so I'm assuming that it's gonna mellow it out, not turn it into a,
makes you addicted
paranoid.
to the muffins.
Huh?
It makes you addicted to the muffins.
Yeah, and I have 6 of them.
What do you think it's gonna do when you run out?
Well, I'm hoping that we get to where we need to go before that happens. Or I steal some of Jimothy's because he has a freaking dozen of them. Or whatever.
Okay.
Ugh, no, I'll... I did say I wanted to throw a muffin. Okay, yeah, can I throw a muffin in the middle of these two?
Sure. Go for it.
Where are my muffins?
I just love seeing the muffin icon. I love it. Okay. Great. Okay, so yeah, you toss this muffin.
Would you have a problem with me throwing 2 muffins?
No, I have no problem with you throwing 2 muffins.
Okay, then yeah. So because obviously there's 2 bears, so I threw 2. So I'm hoping that they will eat them.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hope for the best.
Okay, give me a nature check. Rest in peace, Jimmy. All right, 12. You know that polar bears don't eat muffins now. It's not really part of their diet.
But these aren't normal muffins.
Right. I'll just we'll see what happens.
That dude put some magical muffin mix in there. I'm hoping for the best.
Yeah. All right, Timothy, you are up. You see your friend tries to, or she does successfully throw 2 muffins between the 2 bears. And you haven't tried to tame the bears yet. You did try to distract them with, and you got their attention.
Yeah, I'll hold out a ration.
Okay.
And like away, sort of like with my left hand away from Zoran to try to like get it to calm down.
Okay.
And yeah, see, so just get this thing calm where we can get it back to the cart.
Like what Chris Pratt does in the Jurassic Park movies.
Yeah, but in a little more entertaining way.
Yes.
Oh, roasted.
Oh, that's terrible. You want me to animal handle?
Yep, animal handle, please.
Handle my animals. Shit.
Oh my god, this is not good. All right. Okay, so yeah, you do get its attention, but maybe not for the best. Okay. Anything else, Timothy? Any movement? Right now, it's gonna turn. It's like turning around towards you. It was first kind of noticing these muffins.
No, I don't really want to kill them.
All right, Asilo.
Need him to move the cart.
So you pretty much intimidated the other one. Sorry, it looks like it's facing you, but it turned around, attacked the bigger goblin. So as of right now, it's not really facing you specifically. So just to kind of give you a bit of an orientation, it's kind of got like it's kind of like facing towards the body of the bigger goblin, the goblin leader.
Okay. I am going to jump on its back and attempt to ride it back to the cart.
Yes. Oh, part of me wished that's what you were gonna do. All right, let's go. Give me another animal handling.
$11.
Okay. Actually, that's enough. You hop on its back, and what are you saying when you're out there? Like, how are you? You ridden a horse or anything, or?
No, I'm just like, all right, back to the cart.
Okay. So it kind of like, it's almost like you kind of kick it, or you like, maybe like the inflection or however it like automatically kind of like readjusts itself, and like it kind of like goes back into like this like hauling mode, and it just slowly starts moving towards the cart with you on its back. And I'll say that you're with it. You have successfully gotten the attention of one of the beasts. Okay, I'm gonna say that's your turn. That's awesome. That's really good. This other bear, that's its turn. He's dead. This other bear is gonna take a bite and a claw attack at Jimothy here. Bite. Ooh, and misses with an 11, I assume.
Yeah, that'll miss.
Okay, and then the claws. Oh, you maybe 16 to hit.
I think that'll hit. Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. For 11 points of damage.
Ow.
As he claws right at you. Oh shit, that's a lot of damage. Okay. That'll be its turn. The other goblin's just gonna keep running. Especially now that it sees a silo riding on its back. And it's gonna be Osmanthus' turn. Oz, I saw that. That line.
Yeah. Gosh, this is so tough. This bear is now aggressive, so
Yeah, it is aggressive now.
It didn't even try my weed muffins. Just kidding.
Those dank muffins.
yeah, I guess Osmanthus is gonna cast Mind Sliver at this bear and say like, "Stop it!"
Okay.
Like he's like trying to pseudo command, but you know, with pain.
Okay. Intelligence saving throw. All right. Well, let's see how he does. Oh my god.
He saves.
He saved. Unbelievable. This is the most brilliant bear on the planet.
All right then, you know.
Some sort of like Berenstein bear or something.
Just gonna start talking to you and just.
Yes.
This is going well.
It's like the Coca-Cola bear. It's we'll start like snowboarding and like pulling out Coca-Cola bottles and drinking them refreshingly. Hang out with Santa. Okay, anything else? Okay. Buffades.
Oh man.
Yeah, this is tough, guys.
I should move that way. I suppose I'm just gonna try and stay away from the bear. I'm not really sure what.
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this. I don't think. I think everyone has tried except you and Oz to quote unquote tame it. So
you know what? Fuck it.
You have that
I'm
option.
gonna satyr the shit out of this.
Okay. How are you satoring? I don't know what that means, but
Neither do I.
all right.
But let me see if I can,
Play some
All right.
smooth jazz for it.
try and tame this beast.
Okay.
Here.
What are you doing? How are you taming it? What are you?
Let me try and bust out the old bagpipes and play a soothing lullaby that bagpipes are known for.
Okay, I'll let you roll a performance check for this thing. Bit of animal handling. See if it likes bagpipe music. Okay.
14.
So with a 14, what are you playing? Yeah, what type of music is it?
You know, it's like I feel like a bear like this that was used for hauling things would probably be used in some sort of you know, military type march. So kind of it's a kind of like a Philip D'Souza march style, you know, cadence.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I like that. So, okay. We'll see what happens.
Like a follow me
Instrument.
type thing. Pied Piper of the polar bears.
Yeah. All right. Zoran, you are up.
Maybe she should try animal handling again. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
let's try it again.
Okay, what are you doing?
So I saw that Asilo was successful in, like, maybe getting on it like a horse. So I think Zoran's gonna try and do that if she can.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So I'll say this, that Buffetes, you actually do succeed. You play this march, and it kind of stands at at attention. And then it notices that Zoran, you're trying to get on it, and it you're able to successfully do so. And what are you doing, Zoran? Are you just taking it back to the cart, or?
Yeah, so I saw that it was tied up to the cart before, so I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I assume that's what Asilo was doing, but I assume, well, me, the player, knows that Asilo might be going towards this goblin, but Zoran thinks they are just tying up the bears to the cart.
Okay. Sure. Okay. So yeah, you were able to get on, and the bear starts moving towards the cart. It seems like it's moving on beat with the music there, Buffetes.
Nice.
So it'll move up there, and you're with it. Nice. That's good. That's very good. Okay. So, I'll say.
Thanks, Bofades, for the assist. Bye.
Okay. So, I guess for all intents and purposes, mostly everything is dead. Unless you're trying to still go after that last goblin. Are you guys still interested in? We can.
Zoran is not, but I feel like Asilo might be.
I was gonna huck a javelin at it because it's still in range, mounted on the polar bear.
Okay, all right. So we'll keep an order for right now. Then, Jimothy, you're up. Are you going after this last goblin? Are you doing anything?
Timothy's inclined to let him leave. If he's interested in preserving his life and not fighting us, just let him go.
Okay.
I guess you could move closer to the cart, I guess.
Yeah, you could use movement to move to the cart if you'd like.
10 feet closer.
You know, the cart with the bears.
Yeah. Okay, Asilo, you're up.
I'm hucking a javelin at him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he's in 30 feet.
Yeah, I'll say so. Why not? Yep,
Yeah.
he is.
30 feet.
Oh man.
There's a
when it
23 hit.
counts. Yeah, 23 does it. All right, give me the damage. This matters here. All right, how do you want to do it?
Just mounted on the polar bear, like holding it, and just huck a javelin straight at the middle of his back.
Okay. So yeah, you see, he's just like, and then he just like, oh, and then just collapses towards the ground. And you're just kind of like, you like somehow get the bear to rise up as it roars, and it's like doing like the neighing thing.
It's like you're Poseidon with the trident.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. And with that, unless you're gonna start killing the bears, we'll say that ends the combat.
Boom.
Okay. I'm gonna take the silence as you
Boom.
not
Yeah,
gonna try and kill the bear.
Not
I'm
gonna
not.
try and kill a bear.
Yeah, we need the bear to pull the cart.
I hop down and start hooking my bear back to the cart.
Okay.
Zorn will do the same.
Okay. So yeah, so you hook the bears back onto the cart. And they're just kind of like sniffing and like they're kind of roaring at you that they're hungry still.
Zorn's gonna try and see if there's anything in the cart, like food for the bear, or if she can't find anything on that, maybe go through the goblin. Like if maybe their bodies have something.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
sweet. Mercedes is just gonna drag a goblin over.
I hand the bear that I was riding a ration since it seems more interested in paying attention to me now.
Yeah, it kind of it like looks at the ration, but it kind of looks more interestingly at what Buffettes was dragging over, a goblin.
Goddamn right.
A morsel, if you will.
Okay. So, all right, we'll say that the combat's over. You guys can, you guys successfully have acquired the cart. Yeah, are you guys looking through the cart? I think one of you said that you're looking through the cart.
I'd
Yeah,
like to
I
look
will.
through
Yeah.
the
Like to
carcasses.
search the cart.
Okay, all right. So, Zorn, give me an investigation check. I'll say Asilo as well. I'm assuming you guys want to look through the bodies.
Yeah, I was gonna look through bodies.
Okay.
Osmanthus can help Asilo go through corpses.
Okay, all right. I'll let you two roll investigations separately as well.
I can help Zorn.
Timothy's just gonna go recover his candle. It is white, so it does take some time, I'm assuming. If I find it.
No, you
Jimothy, get my muffins. I'm gonna try and feed them to the polar bears again.
Alright. I'll try to find our muffins too.
you find two of the muffins, and you have this burning desire to eat one of them.
I will eat one of them sneakily and then say that I only found one.
There you go. Okay.
My precious.
Zorn, you can roll a deception if you want, Jimothy, to see. But okay. All right. Let's see the rolls here. So with a 23, and 19. So yeah, you go through and you do find a pack of like food. It's kind of like rotting food. It seems like more of the goblins were eating this stuff than the polar bears. You do find a bag in there containing 15 gold pieces in the cart, 13 silver pieces, and you find a whistle on the cart and in the bag as well.
I mean, I'll split the 15 gold and 13 silver with everyone, or I could
Okay.
keep it in my. Yeah. Can we do that to the best of our ability?
Well, yeah. Hang on a second. Let me get the other gold, so you guys can kind of total that up. And then on the bodies, you find. One second here.
And I'm gonna wipe the whistle down because gross. But yes.
Okay. On the bodies, so I'll say Osmanthus and Asilo. Asilo, you find over on the bodies, you find a total of 14 silver pieces, kind of total, and 7 gold pieces total. So, and then Osmanthus, you find on the bigger goblin, you find 2 potions and a pouch containing 5 gold pieces and 3 silver pieces.
Any weapons or anything?
You find traditional, spears, scimitars, nothing special. You do see that the bigger goblin has a chain shirt. And they also have a shield. So if you're interested in that, but they don't have any special items.
I was trying to find more javelins.
Oh, you can take some javelins. Yeah, they have some. You find a total of 3 javelins. All right, there we go. 27 gold, 30 silver. Nice. Okay. And then plus the cart, whatever that's worth.
Yeah.
So I can just take the 2 extra gold, I guess, if everyone else can do, 5 gold and 6 silver. Does that work? Oh.
Okay.
Right, because
Timothy?
30 silver becomes 3 gold
Yeah,
pieces,
that's true.
more or
Yeah.
less.
Yeah.
If we wanted to work
Let's do that.
out.
Let's do that.
So that's 6 each.
6. Yeah.
6 what? 6 gold each?
6 gold each.
If the GM's okay with this flip it conversion of currency.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter that much, but sure.
It's all like, if it'll just work easier if I take 25 gold and everyone else takes 1.
I like that. Yeah, sure.
Just easier math for you guys since you're
Yes.
dumb.
Yeah. And then really, Jimothy did all the work anyway, so.
And then the rotting food, I guess I can try and feed that to the bears too, but okay,
They're
like
not-
rotting food, like it'll make them sick or
They're not interested in the food. Like, you kind of like hold it out to them, they're like,
okay, well then I'm just gonna dump it because I don't think us as a group we're gonna eat it either. So
Whoa. Osmanthus is going to go pick up some of the food and some of the rotting food. And he is going to he's going to spruce it up a bit.
okay.
So I can flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material.
Okay.
So it's
Alright.
not going to be rotting, and it's going to smell like steel meat.
Yeah, I'll say, yeah, why not? Sure. You can do that. You have perfectly acceptable spam.
I mean Zoran's going to witness that, but she's still not going to eat it. She's gonna see if
No.
the bears will eat it.
Yeah, no. I'll go over to Zoran and say I can make this more appetizing for the bears.
Okay.
The bears eat it. They realize it's not rotting anymore and they eat it.
Cool.
I mean, just to
Okay.
be clear, it's still rotten. It's just
Yep.
doesn't
It
look and taste rotten.
Cures. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they eat it. They quickly realize that it's not great. And they kind of like
1 hour. It lasts an hour.
Maybe we
Oh.
can
Flavoring.
sandwich it between a goblin. I know
Mm.
Bofades is feeding the bears,
Mm-hmm.
goblin. So maybe it can be
I
goblin.
think it's okay if we just don't feed anything this rotten food. Like, we don't have to use
Right.
It's not like we're stuck
Yeah.
with it if we don't feed it to something.
Right.
Just leave it on the ground.
I tried to throw it out. Someone else spruced it up.
I spruced up like 2 portions.
okay, all right. Okay, so, Jimothy, since you're the most interested or did the deal with the cart, I want you to give me or I guess you can kind of decide what kind of check you want to roll to determine the value of the cart, of the materials in the cart. So I don't know if like
I do my mobster accounting here and
Okay.
look over the cart, the contents, figure out my cut, and
Oh.
how much do I think it's worth? What do you want me to do? Intelligence?
Sure. Yeah, give me
Insight?
an intelligence. Yeah,
Intelligence? Okay.
sure.
I know nothing about valuable rocks.
It's
Um,
worth
You
millions.
know nothing about it
This is-
yet.
This is probably worth thousands, I would say. They lowballed us so that they didn't have to pay us as much, but we'll get the money when we bring it back. Don't you worry. I know how to negotiate a good deal.
All right. Yep.
Theirs were
Okay.
not part of the original negotiation, and I'll be sure to bring that up.
Okay,
And they'll be with us when we make that negotiation.
I will walk over to Jimothy and say, "You fought well today." Lay a hand on his shoulder and give him 5 hit points.
Nice. Okay.
I thank you, friend.
Nice. Okay. So you guys have a cart and 2 polar bears. You guys can take the polar bears back to the trail, the road, or you can continue this way, or you. It is later in the evening. It's like 6 o'clock, kind of like time wise, but it's in the north and like the snow, so like it's already kind of dark. It's already dark.
Are we closer
So-
to our destination, or are we still closer to Bryn Shander at this point?
No, you are closer to your destination. You think you could arrive in they expect it over a day of travel. So you could probably, if you go maybe like 5 more hours, you could get there late evening, but you risk some stuff, and you're not exactly sure yet.
Okay. Perhaps we find a good place to stay the night and finish up the journey tomorrow.
Well, that's what I was going to say. If we're off the road, does it look like it's gonna get more stuck or anything? Like, if we don't get it on the road before stopping?
Right, like if it's snowing or something, we might get buried. But if it's
Oh, I see what you mean.
Shut up, Daniel.
Buried.
Oh god. Okay. I'm sorry. What did you ask again?
Does it seem like it's gonna storm?
Oh
Like-
yes. You notice that the snow hasn't picked up. It is getting colder. So you will probably have to try to prevent that, because you might incur more points or have to roll more checks to incur more points of exhaustion. And yeah, you'll roll a couple of checks on these. So,
Just
but it's
how-
not that you can't do it.
How domesticated do these bears look? Like,
Not super domesticated. You look like
Mhm.
it's not like they're gonna be like now they're your best friends or whatever, but they were hooked up to this car, and it looks like well, actually, Osmanthus, give me an Arcana check, please. Anyone else can roll if they are proficient in it.
Okay. Oh, that was a 9. Okay. Thought it was a 6, so I'm like 13.
Does anyone else want to roll who has Arcana? Because I don't, for sure.
I mean,
Okay.
Just background wise and
I mean, I can.
do I have ritual
Right.
casting?
No.
Nope, I do not have ritual casting.
And his name is John C.
Good on you. You realize, or not realize, you take the time, and you the 2 potions that you collected, you were able to identify them that they were potions of animal friendship.
Oh.
So you have these 2 potions of animal friendship. Oh, also, I just didn't realize it's only 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, okay. So we'll kind of think about what you guys want to do next time, and we'll stop there for the evening. I think that's a good stopping point. So think about whether you want to spend the night. You're not sure if it's going to storm or not, but it is getting colder, like I said. So think about what you want to do and what you want to do with these polar bears.
So I will point out we just fed these polar bears, so I'm hoping they have enough energy to just keep walking in the night, and we can swap out who has to keep watch and stuff.
Yeah, and they don't like wake up shitting themselves because they've been eating rotten food.
Yes.
Oh, it's already happening.
Roll for explosive diarrhea.
Also, there's this whistle. I don't know if it's just a normal whistle, or if it's magical, but I can't check for that. So if anyone has that ability, I don't know.
I can't until tomorrow.
I'll say with the natural 20, it is not a magical whistle.
Okay, it's just a normal whistle. Okay, cool.
Normal whistle.
How much weight does the cart look like it's carrying? Like how much ore exactly?
It looks like several hundred pounds.
Several, like 300-400 pounds?
Let me look it up. Give me 1 second.
Essentially, I'm wanting to find out if I could floating discuss this ore so that we don't have to deal with friggin' polar bears.
Yeah,
I
so
think we're making a bigger deal than we need to.
Yeah,
But
okay, yeah,
these
we'll talk
potions,
about this
we
next
need
time.
5 hours.
For your information, I guess, for next time, it weighs the cart itself weighs 300 pounds, and the weight of the material weighs about 600 pounds.
So we'd have 100 pounds of excess material if we left the cart behind. So we'd have 600 pounds leaving the cart behind. Or is it 600 pounds total?
Sorry, no, yeah, it'd be 900 pounds. So 300, it'd be 600 pounds if you left the cart behind, yeah.
Okay.
So there you go.
Cool.
Okay. All right. So that's a good session, guys. Good combat. That was very interesting. We'll stop there, and we'll pick it up next week, assuming everyone can play.
Good on us for not killing any bears.
Thanks, guys.
Right.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Celso.
Yeah.
Yeah.